What's up, everyone? All right, here we are, a green day, and I needed it, up $3,000. So, yesterday was a chop day, basically flat. Today, $3,000. Monday, $2,300. So when I'm having good days, they're in the $2,000-$3,000 range, which is great. $2,000 is my daily goal. Negative 2,000 is my daily max loss. So I'm happy with another green day, but as I look at the month of August, we've only got 2 days left, and it has been a choppy month. So I'm going to try to salvage as much as I can out of the month and, try to finish green, which will be great, and then get into September after Labor Day feeling good. All right, so that's my game plan. I'm going to review all the trades from today in the midday market recap. Any questions, any comments, leave them below, and I'll come back through and answer them later today. All right, enjoy. All right, everyone, so we're going to go over our midday market recap here for today. A little past 10:30, finishing the morning, up $3,014.01, which is not bad. Today, I would say a little bit of a choppy market. You can see I had 6 stocks I traded, and I'm green on only 2 out of the 6. So that's certainly not the same level of accuracy I had on Monday. But $3,000 is more than I started the day with, so it's another day of progress. One big winner on IPAS, a decent winner on ARCI, a small loss on Fossil, BRN, SGLB, and MND. 3 kind of decent little losses on those ones. So, we'll break them down. Not the easiest day in the world, but green is good. So today started like any others by going over the gap scanner. So I'll run this as a historical scan for 20 this morning, so you can see exactly what I was looking at. I saw OPNT, but it's too expensive. GKOS, too expensive. IGC, price is okay, float's a little high, volume's a little high. I took a peek at the chart, and on this one, I really wasn't that interested just because I felt like it was kind of, I don't know, it had already made a move over a couple days. It just sort of felt like it was overdone, so I left it alone. So the volume's kind of too much. Float's a little too high. Float's too high on these two. AFMD, this one, I know Jill was watching. I thought the float was a little high, and it's a 5-cent tick stock, but it did end up squeezing from 680 on this pre-market flag up to 720. So it was nice out of the gates, but for me, I didn't go for it. SPHS, this one floats 28 million shares, a little on the higher side. We were watching that for a break of pre-market highs, and you can see it kind of like broke on the first 5-minute candle, it drops down, and then it opens up. So it did kind of like a false breakout, and then it goes. I didn't end up trading that one. I didn't see anything on the scanner that I liked. So I started the day with basically nothing that I was watching closely, except for this scanner right here. The bell rings, and all of a sudden, ARCI is on the scan. I wasn't watching it pre-market. It was a gapper, but wasn't something I was really looking at. It opens at 90 cents and squeezes up to $1. Now, as I saw it hit the scan at $1, I was like, I don't know, it's cheap. I'm not that interested, but I'll take a peek. So I see it at $1.03, $1.04. Then all of a sudden, it pops up to $1.25, and at that point, I was like, all right, this thing is clearly worth watching. So let me, I'll move this kind of up here. All right, so this one, I jump in at $1.19, $1.23, and $1.24, pretty much as it starts surging up. I'm like, okay, this thing is strong. And I was thinking it's going to probably get halted. That's what I was thinking. So I take 9,000 shares, and then I add another 3,000 at 32 and another 3,000 at 35. So now I've got 15,000 shares. That's a big position in terms of share size, but for a stock at $1.25, it's not really that much money in the trade. And it's not like I'm risking 30 cents on it the way I would if I took 15,000 shares of a $7 stock. I'm really probably only risking like 10 cents. So I wasn't super worried. So I've got 15,000 shares, and it pops up to 47, but it doesn't hold those levels, and it comes back down. I end up selling at 37. I add at 44, thinking it pulls back and it's going to surge back up. It doesn't. I try to sell at 49. I end up stopping out and taking a loss on those shares as it comes back down. So I was up about $1,300 or $1,400 on it and gave back like $300 on that ad. But I thought it had potential to get halted and then open higher and really be a big parabolic stock. The daily chart was strong above all these levels, but just didn't get it. So anyways, $1,000 is good. Next trade was SGLB. This was also off the scanner. So I saw this hit the scanner and I thought, okay, this is almost at the same price right here. Maybe it'll do something similar, because that's something that we notice a lot, this kind of sympathy momentum. One stock is strong and then another one at that same price starts to take off. So I was like, all right, I'm going to jump in this. So I jump in it at $1.14 right here. I take 9,000 shares at $1.14, $1.15. It hits $1.15. I basically buy it at high a day, and then I sell it in one order at $1.04. So I lost 800 and basically $900 on that. 10 cents on 9,000 shares. So just like that, I went from being up 1,000 to up only $140 on the day. All right, and then MYND, this was called out in the room. I usually am kind of careful about taking those trades, so I really prefer them to hit my scanners. But I looked at the daily chart and I actually liked it. So I was like, all right, I'll jump in this, anticipating the break of $1.96, or anticipating a break of $2. So on this one, I get in at 84 and 84, but I was using, the reason that shows up that way is because I was using the super smart route on this. So I got in, got all these partial fills, whatever. So the commissions on that one are going to be commissions are crazy on that one. But whatever, that's fine. So we talk about that type of routing in the class. So I get lots of partial fills. And I add at 94, on this one I'm thinking it's going to break $2. That doesn't happen, and then I end up trying to piece out and stopping out the balance at 81 and 74. So on that one I lost $977. So now I'm down 800 on the day. And I'm like, all right, well, this isn't ideal. I take a trade on BRN. That was on the scanner as well. I didn't jump in it when it first hit the scanner. I waited for it to hit the second time. It hits there at 208. So it pops up to a high of 209. It pulls back. I get in for the second attempt. In at 210. It pops up to 216, and I stop out as it comes back down. So on that one, I lost $400. All right. Now, while I was still holding that, IPAS hits the scan. And I see it, and I'm like, okay, it hits once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And I'm like, all right, wow, this stock is really taking off. What's going on? So I pull up the chart. I look at the daily, and I see this right here. This tells me it was a recent reverse split, right? So I'm like, okay, recent reverse split, 10 to 1. We know those are stocks that now the float is 1/10 of what it used to be. And that means the supply level is much lower, and with demand, it can go parabolic. I check the news. Major U.S. bank signs deal with IPAS, and I'm like, we got the reverse split. We've got the catalyst, the news headline. I'm jumping in this. So you could see here how it popped up to 34, pulled back, and then surged up. I started adding on this at 35, 40, 47, 64. I only got partial fills. I'm putting out my order to buy, and it's moving so fast, my order's not even getting filled. So I try to buy at 47, 64, and 75. I then try to add going into a halt, and I don't get filled. So I sell BRN, and then I'm focusing on IPAS. So on this one, it gets halted at 75, and it resumes. Let's see, it resumes at 94, and then it kind of sells off right away, which made me a little nervous. With this chart, I really wanted to see it open high and continue through 3. I was sort of hoping it would open above 3 because it has this window from 319 to 360, and I was worried about 319 being resistance. So it opens at 294, which is a little low. So on this one, on resumption, let's see, what do I do? So I sell half my position at 87 and another quarter at 86 because I'm like, it looks like it might be going down, and if it halts going down, it's going to be bad. So I lock up that for a little bit of profit. And then I add back at 96 as it surges back up over the whole dollar, And I sell the ad there at 36, from 96, sorry, at 301, 302, a little bit at 309, and I stop out the rest at 277. So in total, $4,300. This is a good trade. It got me out of the hole, which was great, but it didn't really do as much as I thought it would, despite having the reverse split and a catalyst. And that catalyst, that headline came out at 9:48, which is what all of a sudden caused the volume to spike up there. So whatever. I'm kind of surprised it didn't do more. I thought first 319 resistance, and then the gap fill would be up to 360 right there. From there, 396, and then 452. In a strong market, I think this probably would have opened above 3 and squeezed up to 350. Maybe even gotten halted again. But, in the market that we've been in, it just didn't happen. So, anyways, it got me out of the hole, which was good, and got me into the green, which is, and above my daily goal. So that's all good. FOSL, I took a little reversal trade on this one. First 5-minute candle to make a new high was right here. It pops up like 15 cents and then keeps going lower. So only lost 30 bucks on that. Not a big deal. It was worth a stab when you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 consecutive red candles. First candle to make a new high targets the 9 moving average. It didn't quite do it. RHT I see on the reversal scans here as well. That's an interesting setup. You kind of look at daily levels, but this one again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 green candles in a row with high volume. Stop would be 150, probably 149.70. But that's a higher price stock, so I'll probably leave it alone for me. All right, so anyways, that's about it for me today. Green day, 3,000 bucks. Could be happy with that. So yesterday was a break-even day. Day before was 2,300. Today's 3,000. $3,014.01. 160th day of the year. 2 more days left for the month of August, and I'm hoping I can have 2 more green days and try to finish up, close to $10,000 on the month. It's been a slow month for me, but that's all right. Some months are like that. I'm going to salvage what I can and try to finish the week strong. All right, so that's the game plan. Students, we've got class in an hour. So class today, Trader Psychology. That's noontime for Warrior Pro students. All right, so I'll see you guys in an hour, and everyone else, I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. All right, bye guys. If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.